everybody, welcome to another episode of Win Your Daily Battles podcast and YouTube. My name is Jamie and I'm the host for the show. For today's episode, I'd like to share to you the things you can do to stay productive as we go on self-quarantine because of coronavirus. I truly advocate for self-quarantine to help everybody stay safe. That's including myself, of course. And I know that all of us are not built as introverts where we can last long being at home. So I'm going to share to you the tips I've been doing so far that helps me stay productive at this very challenging time. So the first one on my list is decluttering. It's time to declutter your physical space. Get rid of the things that don't give you joy and taking up space in your place where you can actually make room for new and better things. I've done it a few days ago. I've taken out all the clothes I haven't really been wearing and the things that I haven't been using. The medications I had from before, I put them all in one container and gave it to the proper medical disposal, and also gave my unused clothes that I haven't worn in a year or so to the donation centers here in California, which is Goodwill. And also my kitchen, I checked and made sure that all the things I have are not yet expired, and if they are, then I threw them away just because this is the perfect time to do it. There's a lot of time to look at every single thing in your apartment and take out the things that just don't give you purpose, joy, or meaning. And along with the physical space, I've also done some digital decluttering. I looked at all my phone contacts, my space in the digital world, and made sure to delete some things that are not necessary anymore, just to give room for new and better things. Cyberspace is also as good as your physical space. So if you have a lot of clutter in there, the energy flow would not be as abundant. So make sure to just delete the things if they no longer serve you, because it's gonna free up for much better things. I also encourage people to be very creative. This is the best time to do it. You're at home, there's less noise, less distraction. So why not pop out that guitar and start playing again? Draw, paint, sing, record videos, do some DIY stuff, get creative with origami or paperwork. Like in my case, I love knitting, so I'm gonna go back to it. Right now I'm doing a video and podcast just because this is something I love to do. So squeeze out your creative juices and put it out in the world. Share it and improve yourself, because making art is therapeutic as well. So instead of getting scared of the unknown out there, extract those creative juices. I actually love this time right now of being at home and have nothing to do, just because it really gives me this energy, time, and space that we don't normally get in the real world to be creative. So the third one is, this is the best time to check and connect with your loved ones virtually. I really encourage social distancing at this time, to be very considerate of other people. Take advantage of technology. Why don't you swipe up your phone and call your loved ones or the friends that you haven't seen in a while overseas? Write them an email, check them on WhatsApp or Viber, give them a Skype call, and have that proper conversation with them. Give them some virtual quality time, because this is the time to check on them, making sure that they're safe, they're okay, they're not feeling lonely, and you can actually catch up on each other's lives, just because we're so consumed with our day-to-day life and work. Go! Call your loved ones and check on them. Like in my case, my family's in the Philippines, so this is the perfect time to actually sit with them and have a video call, which I'm gonna do later after this video. Share your love to your loved ones. They need it right now, especially the elders. You should share your love and your concern to them, because I'm sure that this time right now can be nerve-wracking and scary. So they need your words of assurance and a reminder that they are loved and cared for. Next on the list is self-reflect, self-care and self-improve. Really look within instead of getting distracted all the time from what other people are doing or what the society is saying or what the news is talking about. Time to sit back, reflect, and really improve yourself. You can study a course that you've always wanted to learn. You can learn new things on YouTube. There's so many things that can help you improve as a person. Swipe up your journal, do some writing. If you believe in a higher being, pray to God, which I do, or you meditate if you believe in meditation. There's also ways to improve yourself by studying and doing lots of reading. Movies and watching externally can be good, but I believe that reading is much, much deeper because you're encouraging your imagination to work for you. Go get your favorite book, whether it's on Kindle or ebook, but better, for me, in my opinion, I love the physical book, and start reading and let your imagination flow. And also reflect on what life is all about for you. Maybe this is the time to really reconnect with your inner voice and figure out what is it that you want to contribute to the world. Are you in the right track in terms of living your life? Is there something that you've been meaning to do or someone you've been meaning to talk to that you've been holding off? Maybe this is the time to really ponder on it and give it a go. If you improve yourself, then you become a better contribution to the society and you can actually inspire others to do as well. It's a domino effect, and this is why I am very, very proactive in sharing my story on social media, just because I know that it can inspire a lot of people out there going through tough times, and seeing that even with a 3-time cancer diagnosis in the span of almost 4 years, I'm still here alive and sharing my stuff and living my life and inspiring everyone as I go along the way. The last one on my list would be to develop empathy for other people. Now, I'm going to explain to you that in the perspective of a cancer survivor such as myself, this is practically our lives every day. We live in a world of uncertainty. We feel like, oh, maybe the cancer will come back. Maybe we're gonna die in a few years. We have all these fears in our heads. So even before the coronavirus came, this is more or less our lives, right? Everyone out there watching or listening who's a cancer survivor can relate to what I'm saying. And so the only difference is we know for a fact that we cannot pass on cancer compared to coronavirus, where it's contagious. But see, this is our lives every day. We live in fear and uncertainty, and we need to really work hard on keeping our mental and emotional state stable so we don't give in to the fear. I hope that you're learning how to develop empathy for other people who are less fortunate or going through tough times. Because maybe the coronavirus is the only thing that gave you fear right now, but for other people, such as myself, this is our everyday reality. We are always scared of things happening to us and the uncertain future. And now that you had a little taste of it, I hope that this developed your empathy to other people going through really difficult times, and you should consider yourself very lucky if this is the only scare that you've experienced so far. Imagine the people going through war. This is their life every day. They're scared that some bullet will just fly and end their lives. And so the best thing we can do is just to develop empathy and share our prayers and good wishes to other people. And always develop gratitude by saying thank you for being alive, for having your body function for you, or having a good government. Like for example, in my case here in America, I'm very grateful that I am living in a good country that has protocol for these things, because coming from the Philippines, where I'm from originally, it's so much different as how they are dealing with things right now. And I'm very, very grateful that I'm here in America, where my treatments are spot on and I feel more secured. So there's always people who are going through worse than us. Or if you see it in a different perspective, we can always see the grass greener on the other side. But instead of looking down or looking up elsewhere, just look at ourselves right now, where we are, and appreciate that we're here alive and safe. And to all the people going through tough times, whether it's from coronavirus or something else, I hope that you keep your faith in a higher being or wherever it is that you draw strength and faith from. Listen to your inner voice, your own intuition, and believe in the goodness of humanity. I have survived my ordeals in life just because I am very vocal with the things I need, and I am always believing that humanity still exists, even if sometimes it's really hard to believe. But trust me when I say this, I wouldn't have made it this far without the help of so many people around me. And your intuition, your faith into whomever it is, whether it's a God or nature or the universe, will always help you to get through. So I hope that we take this time to be very productive mentally, physically, and spiritually. There's so many ways that we can navigate this fear and turn it into a purpose, or self-improvement, or developing faith and empathy, or reconnecting and making your bond strong with your loved ones. And let the fear just slowly melt away outside. Being scared will not really lead us to anything. Self-quarantine is best, social distancing as encouraged by the media, practicing the best hygiene ever. But while we're doing that, let us please make sure to improve ourselves, our surroundings, and make sure that our loved ones feel that they are not alone by giving them a phone call or a video call just to reconnect and to check on them. I am here alive still with 3 cancer diagnoses under my belt and a compromised immune system, and yet I would love to give you some hope, inspiration, and faith that we will get through this together. I know in my heart that there is a God and good people exist. We will all get through this if we just believe in a collective way of thinking. Instead of thinking of our own good, let's think about improving other people's lives just by doing what is best. I truly believe that after this scare, we're all going to be improving as humans and being more compassionate, more united, and more faithful in general. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast today and watching my YouTube video. If you have any feedback or you'd like to share a story, let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. You may leave a comment below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening in my podcast, you can just hit me up by visiting my official website, www.jamiewins.com, where you can access all my social media links. I would love to have you follow my journey as I build my name as an inspirational speaker and to have a global voice here in America, to show to people that even if tragedy happens, challenges come your way, it's still possible to build your dream and inspire others. Remember, you guys, that winning battles is not about a big shot deal. It's actually a day-to-day thing. Just you being able to get up and do what you need to do and surviving one day at a time, one step at a time, then consider yourself a winner. I'm with you, cheering all the way. Stay safe, stay faithful, and let's keep winning.